What's up? I got a new behind the scenes coming at you. Last week I was in Florida for the restaurant show down there, and I got to do a bunch of awesome stuff, including meeting with my man Chris Rock. No, not that Chris Rock. This Chris Rock of Rock Pit Brewing spoke to restaurant owners in 2 sessions, got to sit down with 4 restaurant owners at their property, and guess what? I got to talk to a couple people like Zach Oates from Ovation and my man Rev from New York. You're going to see everybody in this episode, but know this. Everybody you see me talking to here, there's going to be another piece of content that goes in depth on that conversation. So come along, check out the episode, and I'll see you in future episodes with these guys. Hey-o! Do I just keep holding it down? What do you think? Is it done?
That's it.
Okay, so now let's go to Spotify. Here it is.
And like sometimes people come here and they mistaken us for a diner and they want like a plate of eggs, toast, and bacon, like a classic.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem doing that. I'll do it. You know, so, but as far as like what I want to be known as, still trying to find that identity.
The president of Coke in an interview recently said it's 8 years to build a brand. And so why I did it was there's 1,000 companies in this country marketing for restaurants. I know we have the best tools, the best expertise, the best advice, but how can I be different? And that was the whole vision, was like, what if I create the medium? If I create americasbestrestaurants.com as a portal to help consumers find independent restaurants that they're gonna love, that they're gonna eat at week. I would eat this burger every damn week.
I think it's pretty well together. I mean, the only thing is sloppy.
That's fucking amazing. Is I'm a big believer in branding. You know, I always have, you know, he's got one of our shirts on, she's got one of our shirts on, I always have it. I wear food socks every day. You know, I'm always talking to people like, you know, and this goes back to how I've believed with our team. Like, we have an area in our office that Stacy could show you down the hall that's got literally an entire row of golf shirts, sweatshirts, jackets, zip ups, what do you got? Shorts, sweatpants. And it's unlimited. There you go. So one of our employees one day who was in charge of like keeping track of it, she's like, "Hey, what's the rule here? Like, shit keeps disappearing." I go, "What do you mean disappearing?" She's like, "Well, every time there's our ping pong table."
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's like, every time I come out to the swag area, stuff's gone. I'm like, "That's the object." Well, is there a limit? I'm like, "No, I don't care if Max has or Peter has 50 sweatshirts in his house. Wear them." My favorite wing restaurant. Been going there since '82. We eat there twice a week on average. Last October, November, December, guess how many times I ate at Barleycorns? 0. My daughter comes home from college. Where do you want to go? It's your pick. Let's go to Barleycorns. I want some dock-style wings. I'm like, oh shit, that sounds good. Let's go. And I'm like, haven't eaten at Barleycorns in a while. And my daughter goes, why? Did they piss you off? I go, no, I don't know why. My wife goes, there's your stupid car. What do you mean? She goes, you drive your car every day now. You don't get on 42 anymore. I said, okay, I don't get it still. Like, it was funny because she's giving me like the marketing degree here. She's like, they only were getting our business because you drive by it every day 10 times. And when I call you and say, what's for dinner? I go,
Oh, Barleycorns. So by my traffic pattern going around their restaurant, the only way they were retaining my attention was their freaking sign. What could we do to make that more impactful? We have Facebook, we have Instagram, we have email, we have text. I said, would you be opposed if I hired somebody to call them as an experiment? Hell no. I said, for free. For 3 months, I'll hire somebody. And I did. His name's Chad. Chad calls those birthdays every week.
Yeah. Well, Constant Contact had come out with this tool. This is, I don't even know when they opened. It's probably 2014 or 15.
Yeah.
They had come out with this tool that you could take a payment. It was meant for events. And so we have this list. We open up with like 250, there's 280 Stein Clubs. And I'm like, hey, we're going to put it out. It'll sell out in a week, hopefully.
Yeah.
2 minutes. Crashed Constant Contact system. We had all these people mad at us. Sold out, like that. The owners are like, holy shit, great. Well, let's do more. And so I said, okay, let's do this.
They went hard.
Let's do two. We did 280 more. So we did 280 more, but we separated. Announced it. Okay, 280 more coming. We're gonna do 104. People were like, hey, I tried to sign up, but it was during the day and I was busy at work. And I'm like, I didn't know that people were gonna buy it.
Yeah.
And so then we ended up doing two things of 140, 140,
Yeah.
and we sold those out. And ended up doing another round. We got to a point where we sold so many that it lost it. It was like 700 people.
Yeah.
That it lost its coolness.
Yeah.
And we ended up going back down to a smaller number because
we cap it at 230.
yeah, and that was we thought more was better. Media company, which is the Vans, and the show becomes their entity. And then we're going to do a capital raise for that. And then America's Best Restaurants, the marketing services, and the current main company stays what it is. But the Vans, when we did it, we were testing it out. We did, I think we're up to about 800 visits right now. And we've scaled back from 7 to 8 to 2 a day because we go deeper. But the original thing, when we would go to a restaurant, you had to have that pre-production meeting in the van. You couldn't do it at the restaurant because the owners get pulled everywhere. And we'd sit down in the van, TV's up, the agenda, some samples, what we're looking to do. And then when we scaled back this past, I guess it's been since March, it went to 2 a day. That we're getting in, there's no rush. We're in here for 5 hours if we need to. Come in, sit down, and have a good conversation. But we also now have 5 people on that side of the company. We have Becky, we have Megan, we have Suzanne who does the PR, David runs them, and then missing somebody. Who the hell is there? It's bad. And there's 5 people that before it was me. And so now that we have all that staff, that when we do the episode, there's conversations beforehand, there's press releases, there's all this stuff that way when we get to the shoots, it's actually a lot of stuff already done. But so we don't even use the back of the vans now except for just hanging out with the trail. That's a wrap, Orlando. We came down for the restaurant show. We stopped by 3 restaurants. We visited a couple friends. We had a couple podcasts. We spoke to an audience of restaurant owners like you. Now it's time to go back to Kentucky. Bye-bye, palm trees.